Finally, the moment you've all been waiting for. We now have an ultra rare unit that's water based that doesn't suck. Just joking, everybody. I know Vermonter fans are going to be downvoting the video. I'm sorry, I'm just kidding. She's not terrible. But Miranda is here and she's going to fill in just about any role in your party that you possibly could need. You need a debuffer, she's got you. You need a healer, she's got you. You need a tank or an off tank or a magic tank, she's got you. And of course, guys, we have some more. We have some equipment quests coming up. You don't want to miss out on that event. And of course, guys, thank you for joining us here today. Hello and welcome back to House Goz. I'm your host, Norgoz, Lads and Lasses. Welcome. Happy to see you here. Hope you're having yourself a fantastic one. We have news of War of the Visions. And today in Global, we have a lot of stuff to talk about. I didn't have my camera on in this scene. That's a pro streamer move right there. Pro YouTuber move right there. So we've got Miranda. She is the Crimson Whirlwind, and she's got main job, red mage, sub job, time mage, and then paladin. She does have Crimson Storm as her limit burst. Very, very strong in PvP, and very, very good in PvE as well. It does have large damage. It's an area of effect, very large, a pretty good area of effect around the caster based on magic stat. It does have a chance to inflict confusion. Now, this can hit more than one person. So especially in PvP, it can be effective because if you hit two, even just one unit, but if you hit two units, that's two units that are knocked out of the fight effectively that may even attack each other or just attack you with regular attacks instead of using their abilities. So it's a very, very good ability to have for PvP. And jamming thrust as well is going to be a really good thing to have for PvP. It's going to be sort of her bread and butter attack / debuff ability. It's going to cancel ability action, and as you can see, it does have very good range. It is not like Mont's, which is just kind of right up in your face. This has pretty good range. It also has a range height of 2, and you're going to be able to do that in PvP and almost any of the arenas that you have. The layouts will allow you to just walk up and smack somebody in the face that's adjacent to you. So that's pretty good stuff. That's pretty good stuff right there. So really, really good unit. She also gets Paladin. She gets a Paladin Guard. She gets Magic Reflex. That allows her to avoid magic damage as some of her reactives. In the Paladin Guard at max level, I think it's about 45% damage reduction for physical attacks. So she can, like I said, she can be kind of tanky if you need her to be. She can fill a lot of different roles. She also gets a support ability that does lower her casting time. So she's just really good overall unit for just about any role that you might need. Rampaging Warrior Dorando, you've seen him in quests in the storyline as a villain. He is somebody who I am not really a big fan of. I do love Vikings, but I have Yerma, and I don't really care about this unit all that much. He does get the Killing Axe as one of his main bread and butter damage dealing abilities, as one of his big bursty attacks. It does have a sort of a frontal in 3 line to the side, in the front or the back of you. He is an earth unit, and he is a large plus man-eater damage attack. So that's pretty good, but he also gets some other things. He does get a ranged ability launch that'll actually crit high. That's going to be kind of your main ability that you're going to be using. He does also get Gunner sub-job, so that is there for you as well. So he will get some decent ranged attacks if you use the Gunner sub-job. That said, I'm just not really a big fan of him. His stats aren't very, very high, but he does get some higher crit rate with his master ability, so that's something that he does have going for him. Lamia Queen. With Lamia Queen, it's a new Esper, new vision card. Boosts Ice Eater and does have fire attack up, so that could be good against the Mediana and may boost fire attack damage like with the Y'shtola or with a Lilith. And then you got Bewitching Tail as her special ability. Evokes Lamia Queen, deals fire damage and large to targets within range. It is a line attack, as you can see. And it does have Ice Eater and there's a chance to conflict Confusion. So Confusion is kind of the meta that's coming out from what I'm seeing. This is also based on a crushing damage type. I always call it crushing. I don't call it striking. It's crushing. Whatever. Moving on here, this is the card I'm gonna maybe try and pull for myself. I'm a big fan of Whisper. I haven't gotten her yet, and I'm a big fan of this card because it increases slashing resistance and missile resistance up by 15 each, and reduces max HP by 15%. It does have a critical boost of 18 at max level, and that's going to be Really good card for tanks, for like Whisper that are mainly resistance based, so resistance based tanks. And Whisper is going to be like perfect for that. This is going to complement her, I think, more than any other tank because her main her raw HP before buffs, I think, is somewhere around 1600, and it's because she gets a lot of damage resistance already. So she's got a ton of mitigation to mitigate that damage going on here. So, guys, moving on from this here, we do have the Beast In, Lamia Queens coming to that, and the login quest or login purchase. The purchase rewards now are going to be Miranda Unishards. Remember, you have to purchase 60 Vision Ore every day. It's not purchase, like 600 and you get all 5 days. That's not how that works. It's 60 Vision Ore a day, so you can spend $1 every day if you want to for 5 days. If you're really big fan of Miranda, you can get that Rainbow Vision Sphere. That's kind of what I take a look at. If you want to, spend a couple bucks a week and get, 4 Rainbow Vision Spheres a week effectively. And moving on to what I think is one of the most important parts of this update, we do have the equipment training quest. The Golden Axe is back, and that'll complement both a Yerma or your Dorando if you pull for him. Again, I'm not a big fan of him. I'm not really excited, not really impressed at all. You have Gaff Gary, and don't even worry about him. Sleep Blade is here. It does have more magic attack than it does regular attack. Going to be really good because it's going to actually have a chance to pop sleep when you deal damage. With all of these quests, you're going to be able to get enhancing awakening materials, secret books of refinement, crafting recipes for those weapons. And with the high difficulty secret book quest returning, that is going to be the thing that I would recommend farming as long as this is here. Put a lot of time into getting this. I know we still have right now double drops at the time of recording. We still got some double drops on a lot of the far plane events, so that's still really good to get. But it's milk that for what it's worth. But then this is really good because remember the last time this was here about a month ago, you got everything. You got secret books of refinement for multiple things, and you got the prisms, you got the fragments of thought, you got the not prisms, fragments of thought, but rather the you might get some prisms, you might get some awakening materials or rather some growth materials for your vision cards, some XP cubes, all that good stuff. You got pretty much everything in here. So that's something that was really good to farm. Here we have accessory and armor. So if you're doing the armor quest right now on the Iron Giant and it's being tough on you, you can do this instead. And you can get the Ninja Blade books as well. So if you're trying to get a level up a Ninja Blade for your Katone or Shadow Links, this is going to be a really good quest for you. There's another download campaign, 5 million downloads. Make sure you log in, get the free stuff. Don't lose out on free Vision Ore. They're throwing Vision Ore at you, okay? You don't even have to strip for it. They're just throwing it at you anyway, all right? It's just there. You just got to log in. You just got to press a button and log in. You're good to go. 2,500 Vision Ore. We're also getting a Rainbow Fragment at the end, some 5 million gil to help out with that. XP cubes if you need a boost and you're new to the game. And then they're getting select summon tickets for Fragments of Thought and Awakening Prisms. Now, these you basically pick. Like if you need Earth Element or, you need Lightning Element for Orlando, you could pick which ones you want to summon and you get 50 of those, which is pretty nice. So don't miss out on free stuff. Log in daily to receive the Vision Ore. And there's a celebration shop, which you're probably going to have, which might have some rainbow stuff in it. Be sure to check that out. Get that good stuff at it. And if you're newer to the game or you're just trying to get some free stuff, do this every day. Get the unit training support quest. Might get some Awakening Prisms, some XP cubes, skip tickets, that kind of thing. So that's going to just about do it for some of that news. But I want to get into some specifics on Miranda, and we're going to do that right now. So Miranda, she is Red Mage, Time Mage, Paladin. We talked about that. Her main stats are actually pretty good. She sits around 2,100 HP, 190 attack, and 210 magic. I know that's not accurate. It's just easier to say it that way. 15% magic and attack on her mastery ability and +5 defense. Really good to see defense in anything that has self-sustain or mitigation in some way, shape, or form for that. So good to see there. And her Trust Master reward's actually pretty decent. And not so much for the stats. The stats are okay. It's the red jacket, and I believe this is a non-plate item. So this is a cloth item, just regular cloth stuff. So those types of users will get that. Inspire of Refined, increase attack and magic for all allies in area. Has a high amount of HP, 482, defense 10, critical evasion 8. The defense is pretty good, HP is pretty good, has an attack and magic buff for all of those allies. That is incredible. So that just adds to her support ability. Of course, you can use that TMR on anyone. So with all that in mind here, moving down here, I wanted to quickly say she's got she's got the AP up. She's got the magic reflex to avoid magic attacks. She's got increased magic resistance on her support, so she can increase her magic resistance. And by default, she has no magic resistance at all, but it's not negative like the physical tanks are. So, like I said, she can be a magic tank for you if you really need her to. She also gets a here it is, the rapid casting, or I don't know what it's going to be called here in global, but maybe swift cast or something. We'll see. Decreases the casting time for abilities of significantly, and we'll see how much that is. I couldn't get a percentage or a raw number for this, but I would say it's probably going to be a decent enough amount. She does get Crusader's Ward, so max HP and defense up. Lots of really good stuff for her. The one thing I wanted to talk about here is this vision card. Just it's got good artwork. It's a very solid stats. We talked about the stats here, but the one thing I wanted to point here is every time I pull up this vision card and I look at it, I just marvel at the fact that Whisper she's always she just can't stand up straight. Okay, she's weak in the knees because I have that effect on women, and it's not at all the artwork. That's just the way. It's just that because I'm here in her presence. Okay, I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just moving on. So Dorando, I like to have fun here. Okay, these videos are long. I like to have fun. Let me know in the comments. Give me a like if you like to have fun. I like to have fun. See, his stats are really not that good. I'm not really a big fan of his stats. The only thing that's kind of saves him is the max HP plus 25% and the master ability and plus 15 crit rate. I'm a big fan of crit hit rate. Really, really good fan of crit rate, so that's going to be good. His Axe of Slaughter is not going to be anywhere near as good as the Golden Axe. It has 114 attack, 12 accuracy, 68 HP. I mean, if you get it, it has a chance to flick blind when attacking. But the Golden Axe is just better, in my opinion, for just raw, pure damage. You can get, on Assault, you can get 212 damage if you roll well. So, really, really good axe there. You definitely don't want to miss out on that stuff, especially if you have a Viking in your life that you want to take care of. So that just about does it. I don't really care too much about Lamia Queen. We might do a separate review for her if I feel like it. But I'm not really interested too much in that. But that's going to just about do it for the video itself today. So, guys, thank you so much for the love. Really appreciate it. And, of course, like, subscribe, come back. And it is free, of course. So I will see you guys very soon for more War of the Visions content as well as other things here on the channel. So thank you very much. I'm your host, Norgoz. Take care.